Something strange has been going on regarding Sam and Colby's Hell Week series. The mounting list of compiled evidence against SATORI Hawes and CODY Desbian is impossible to overlook, and skeptics everywhere are sounding the alarms. In this video, I've structured said evidence into a narrative that shines a disturbing light on what might be one of the biggest scandals the paranormal community has seen in some time. Let's take a look.
Hi, Colby.
Hi, I'm Sam. Nice.
This is Jacqueline Nunez, the newest owner of the Conjuring House. She is the owner of Wonder Group as well, a real estate development company run out of Boston, Massachusetts. Based on her LinkedIn profile, she graduated with a law degree from Northeastern University and is the proprietor of a number of successful businesses. This information might seem strange, but if we look at the Conjuring House's About page, we see that Jacqueline doesn't come from a paranormal background, but rather a spiritual one. She believes that the Conjuring House should remain as a grounds for paranormal discovery, something everyone in this community can rally behind. However, I implore you to read this excerpt I found from an article written when she initially purchased the property. She claims that she will keep this property open to investigators, something she has done, but also this last paragraph is important. Despite her being a real estate developer, Nunez said there are no new condos or other developments planned. Her purchase of the property was for personal reasons and to keep the house open to the paranormal community. That is my intent for now. I certainly have to pay the bills for it all. For the foreseeable future, I'll be growing it as a business, she said. This is me. That's what this is about. So I need you as the viewer to watch her interactions with Sam and Colby, understanding that this is a business to make money. And that is the lens that I believe will shine the most light on the experiences you'll see captured.
Nice to meet you, Jacqueline.
Are you nervous at all to be here?
100%. I mean, 7 days is completely different than just like one.
I know.
Has anybody stayed this long before?
Girlfriend.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Sam.
Nice to meet you, Satori.
This is immediately where the video takes a strange turn. SATORI Hawes and CODY Desbian are introduced as tour guides. These two people are staples in the paranormal investigation scene. Hell, SATORI is the daughter of one of the most famous paranormal investigators ever, Jason Hawes. SATORI and CODY even appeared on episodes of Ghost Nation, Jason's show, on the Travel Channel.
We've had film crews in, but they've never been here like for an entire week, so this is going to be a new experience.
So we're the first to do that.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
She is right, that is awesome. YouTubers with millions of subscribers putting eyes onto her property that she makes money from. Listen to her sell the experience here.
A lot happens all the time. People are being touched, their hair is being pulled, whispering in ears.
Lots of doors opening
Lots
and
of doors
closing.
opening, disembodied voices.
Here we're introduced to the CODY SATORI method. Listen specifically to how CODY said they found it.
We have hundreds of hours of video footage of conversations that we've been able to have with spirits. One thing that we know is that the spirits of the house prepare for every guest that comes in. We don't know how, we don't know why, but there's been a special request that one of the spirits would love to talk to you tonight. So if you guys are open and...
Wait, yo, whoa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
Whoa.
So CODY and SATORI.
We figured out this method that we could do when we first met each other. Everyone in the room can hear what's going on.
Okay.
We're not mediums per se, like we can't sense anything, but just something strange happens.
We would love if you guys would be willing. One of the spirits wants to say something to you.
Wait, do you know which one?
Yeah, Abigail Arnold.
What?
So I'm Jacqueline Nunez. I'm the owner of the Conjuring House. You know, I didn't have any paranormal experience when I bought the house, but I do have a deep dive for years into the spiritual aspect of things. It's not just knocks, it's actually having conversations with spirits and learning things from them.
Can you reintroduce yourself?
All right, well, I'm SATORI Hawes.
I'm CODY Desbian.
We're caretakers here at the Conjuring House, and we also communicate with the other side, I guess you could say.
In a very interesting way that we kind of found out by accident. So the first day we met, we were paired up with each other to investigate a private residence. We thought the place was really active, and then the next investigation we went on, the same activity, a lot of footsteps and banging sounds, and then the other team members were like, maybe it's something with you guys, you should go experiment. We found out that eventually, over time, that When we hold hands or hold wrists, it's almost like flipping on a light switch and kind of draws them in a little closer. So we're not mediums or anything. We can't sense anything. Whatever happens, everyone is here to witness. We can't control it, and we only do this for people who cross our paths naturally and don't do it for money or anything like that. So
I'm unsure of what Cody means by they don't do this for money, because the tours are paid, and they are tour guides, meaning that I would assume they are paid as well for their time. And as you can see, that the tours are not cheap. Along with this, Cody and SATORI are featured guests at Paracons across the country. Here are two examples of one in Michigan and one in New Jersey. Along with this, they have a website called The Paranormal Couple that has events that are upcoming or sold out where they are featured guests. For sure, those got to be paid slots, correct? Furthermore, they have a merchandise page as well as this spot that you can subscribe in the museum for their Patreon. And the Patreon has 3 separate tiers where you can pay for exclusive access to whatever they do there. Not sure what he means by they don't get paid.
Alright, so if anybody's here and you can hear my voice, I'm going to connect with Cody right now, and wherever you are, I'm going to ask you to come close to us and just stomp your feet or hit something.
In this segment, take special notice that no knocks have been heard and will not be heard until they touch.
As loud as you can so we know you're here, okay? So if you're around, I'm standing here in this living room area. Can you come in here, please? If anybody's here, I'm going to ask you, if anybody's here, I'm going to ask you to make that same noise you just made, maybe, let's say, 4 times, to let me know you can hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Might be a bit exciting, so I know. Okay, hold on a second. So I'm going to play a little game. If you'd like to tell me your first name, I'm going to go through the alphabet. When I get to the first letter of your name, you're going to knock. I'll restart. When I get to the second letter, you're going to knock, and I'll keep restarting until I spell out things, okay? All right. So I'm going to get your first name. A, B, Abigail Arnold. Perfect. It's great to talk to you this evening.
Hey, wait. Is this normal?
For us.
What?
So Abigail was the first spirit to step forward, the same one that requested Sam and Colby's presence, and they also said that this is normal for them, meaning this experiment is repeated often.
Dude, this is everywhere.
Do you have something you'd like to say? Okay, how many words?
Well, can I ask her something first?
Mm-hmm.
Abigail, do you know who... Can you see me pointing? Do you know who this is?
Yet another example of the owner of the Conjuring House trying to sell the effect.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us his name?
A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Did you catch that SATORI sped up the alphabet when they know that the next letter is later in the alphabet, as in O?
E, H, I, J, K, L, M, N.
Here she looks at him, right at the letter that it's supposed to be.
O, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, A, B, C, B. I know, I went fast on that one. Colby? Perfect.
Okay, and can you see who now
Actually.
I'm pointing to?
Okay.
Can you tell us his name?
A, B, C, D, E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T S A. Sam. Perfect.
Bro. Wait.
So the knocking corresponds perfectly to the letters being read out in the alphabet by Satori. Interesting. Now let's take another look and see how Cody explains they found this incredible talent.
We figured out this method that we could do when we first met each other. Everyone in the room can hear what's going on.
Okay.
We're not mediums per se, like we can't sense anything, but just something strange happens.
In a very interesting way that we kind of found out by accident. So the first day we met, we were paired up with each other to investigate a private residence. We thought the place was really active, and then the next investigation we went on, the same activity, a lot of footsteps and banging sounds, and then the other team members were like, maybe it's something with you guys, you should go experiment. We found out that eventually, over time, that when we hold hands or hold wrists, it's almost like flipping on a light switch and
Okay, to recap, they found it on accident on their first day together, way before they were a couple, and since then they have established the Paranormal Couple website, where this excerpt is found claiming that after working together on a few TAPS cases, they found that they had a connection to each other like no other. Cody and Satori found that when they are together, and only together, it seems that they have the ability to open a door to intelligently communicate with the other side. That information directly refutes this next clip from 11 years ago on a show that Cody was doing, where he uses the exact same method by himself, long before he was with Satori, long before he would have supposedly found this ability with her.
Find out his name like we did in the past with the alphabet.
Alright. So I'm going to ask you, try figuring out your name here. I'm going to go through the alphabet, and when I get to the first letter of your name, I want you to give me a knock.
1 for yes, 2 for no.
Yep. A. B.
First letter is B.
The exact same method, with the exact same sound, the knocking sound, 11 years prior. Okay. Many in the community have taken to Reddit or YouTube to prove that they can also make this knocking sound near the floor using some technique to do with their toes. Here is an example.
Hey guys, I just wanted to start off by saying that I am not a skeptic. I do believe. However, I think that the CODY and SATORI method is not legitimate, and I'm here to give you an example of how to debunk that. There's a trick you can do with your toes to generate a knocking sound while producing no motion. So if you listen carefully, you can control the loudness. However, the louder it is, the more motion you do cause. The way it works is my toe is pushing, the front of my toe is pushing down, while which puts it into like compression, and then I'm letting that snap upwards, so it's pushing down like this and then clicking forwards. So if you listen, very minimal motion is produced, if any at all, and it is completely concealed by any steel toe boots. I know they changed footwear in the debunking, but these are not steel toe and it is still occurring. So I do think it's an old carny trick and not legitimate.
That sounded eerily similar to the video that we just watched. Now, some people have claimed that you can hear the knock move around the room, but I have shown an answer from Stack Exchange from an audio engineer that shows you can simulate the effect of sound moving through a room by using smaller noises or quieter noises and bigger or louder noises to simulate that they are closer. This can be demonstrated in the following TikTok of a man wearing Crocs and simulating that the sound is moving around the room he's in, even pointing to where it sounds like it's coming from, and the effect is very convincing.
Easy.
If you still don't believe that a human could make a knocking sound, here are the Fox sisters, who in the mid-1800s were convincing people that they were communicating with spirits by popping the bones and the tendons and the joints in their feet to make a rapping sound. A rapping sound is similar to a knocking sound. People were very convinced that they were communicating with spirits. It was showmanship. Until one of the sisters got bitter, confessed that it was all fake, and then demonstrated it to a crowd in the public.
Can we have a name of one person to start?
Libby Golak.
Your grandma?
It's my grandma.
No way.
There's no way in fucking hell they know anything.
No.
That's not her real name. That's her nickname. No one in my family, no one besides my family would ever tell anybody like that. What the fuck?
Now, that took me 37 seconds to find this uber personal private information that only Sam's family would know, that her nickname was Libby. This was the most emotional reaction that they got to any of these, so I don't think I need to debunk any more about how easy it is to find this information on Google. Colby's was the same. His ancestry tree is on there. You can find anything. He didn't react too much, so that doesn't really matter. Sam's reaction was huge. So, yeah, it took me 40 seconds to find that. I think that SATORI and CODY could find it just as easy. And honestly, this method is how they found information about every single one of the guests that they did this little trick on. The funniest thing is that, like, it didn't work on Bella Porch because her American records didn't start until she moved to the US when she turned 13. So they weren't able to find anything on the internet. So the ghost apparently needs internet access to find out about dead relatives. I cannot believe this next segment made it into the final cut of the video. They take CODY and SATORI to a random park in the area where CODY and SATORI work, and CODY and SATORI start doing their spelling game with a ghost, and they find a woman named Terry Facci, Facci, and they get some answers out of her and where she worked. Then when they get back in the car to go back to the location, Sam and Colby contact their team, and the team looks up the information and they find a matching obituary for somebody. However, the person's name is not Terry Facci, it is Terry Ficca, Ficca. This happened because CODY and SATORI looked it up beforehand and then switched the I and the A on accident because that's what human error is. You're going to tell me a ghost didn't know how to spell their own name, especially an elementary teacher who teaches children how to spell their name all day long?
that his last name? Terry Fossey?
Next location, we just asked our team to look up Terry, and he sent back a Google search. September 27th, which is today.
No!
2007, so 16 years ago.
Like, they act surprised, but this is the major stake in your unraveling. Look at the name. It's not spelled the same as what you spelled in the park. The ghost didn't spell their name wrong.
Today, Terry Fika died at Globe Park School.
Whoa! And that's why I was walking around today.
Oh my god, I'll throw the screenshot on screen. But oh my...
That's why she might have been at the park. It was just like a memory thing.
Okay, Terry Ann Fika is a girl. And 47 years old, elementary school teacher at Globe Park School. Oh my god.
Wow, in 2007.
In 2007, exactly what we got.
Aww.
To me, the most damning evidence is them spelling that name incorrectly and then the obituary not lining up. However, if you're still unconvinced, take a look at this video that a Redditor created, showing that Cody's foot moves, and it perfectly aligns with the sound you're hearing that you think is a knock.
Shot from outside the studio, motion stabilized and zoomed in, also with an added visual reference.
Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, B, C, D, E, E, A.
Because the movements are small, I've tracked his foot and added this visual block to better see the movement.
Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, B, C, D, E, E, A.
Next, I've added a white triangle to the lower part of his toe that seems to make contact with the red visual block each time you hear the knock.
Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, B, C, D, E, E, A.
And lastly, here is the visual reference tracking with no video, just audio.
Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, B, C, D, E, E.
In my opinion, this compiled evidence is extremely compelling and shows clearly that Cody and SATORI are faking this methodology and are grifters. They used information easily found online, including Sam's grandmother's and Terry Fika's obituary, to convince unsuspecting people into believing they have a special power to contact the dead. This is morally wrong for many reasons, but the one that I would like to highlight is that it preys on the vulnerabilities of people who have lost loved ones, which I find despicable. Let alone, they used the memory of a beloved teacher from that area to continue their parlor trick. The question I'm left with is, are Sam and Colby also in on the grift? Here in the next section of the video, I've compiled evidence that shows Sam and Colby might be in on it. There are several moments that don't add up when looking at the first Hell Week episode through a critical lens. I want to begin this segment by saying I don't personally have any problems with Sam or Colby, and I think they're very entertaining. However, that is the point of the channel, where the goal was always for them to be famous through whatever means. Here's a clip from Joe Rogan's podcast demonstrating exactly that.
Like, we had a plan to become famous at the time, because as like 17-year-olds, it's a whole long story to it. But like as 17-year-olds, like we just really wanted to do that. It was like a goal of ours, because we had just like become like really, really good friends at the time. And after like learning how to be confident, we were very shy kids in high school.
They stated their goal was to be famous. I don't believe this intention has changed. This is the lens I'm going to be viewing their actions with to find out the intent behind their actions and their content. One crucial point to this proof is Sam's reaction to Cody and SATORI speaking with his grandmother. He was visibly brought to tears. Let's check it out again.
Livy Golok.
Your grandma?
That's my grandma.
Oh, no way.
There's no way in fucking hell they know anything.
No.
That's not her real name. That's her nickname. No one in my family, no one besides my family would ever tell anybody like that. What the fuck?
This, at face value, feels like a genuine reaction to speaking to his deceased grandmother. The tears, the beet red expression, and his general behavior points to him being visibly shaken. However, Sam and Colby are not new to the internet, and with that comes a history that is easily searched. In November of 2015, Colby worked together with a YouTuber named Sam Pepper to pull off a kidnapping prank that brought Sam and Colby to a rooftop, where Sam would then see Colby, his best friend, murdered in front of his face. Sam has that reaction that you would assume most people would, and wails loudly, followed by panic. You might think it rude that Sam is put into situations where he is the most vulnerable and then exploited on the internet. However, Sam Pepper, as well as Sam and Colby, have all come out to say this prank is fake, even gone as far as to say that it is 100% fake and planned by the trio. Understanding this and still seeing Sam's reaction, it's safe to conclude that Sam is a good actor. Again, here's the clip of Sam's reaction to Colby being shot, immediately followed by Sam's reaction to speaking to his grandmother. Again, I'm not saying Sam is faking his reaction to his grandmother, but he has been known to give amazing performances to fake scenarios.
Hello guys, today I'm filming a crazy prank. I met these two Viners a couple of weeks ago and I've arranged to meet them to talk about filming a video with them. Colby is in on the prank and Sam is getting pranked. Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being killed in front of him.
It's gonna be alright. I don't understand. What? No! 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 You don't understand. We're just kids from Kansas. You got the wrong guy. No! He's everything I have.
Libby Golbach.
Your grandma?
It's my grandma.
No way.
And now here is a clip revealing that they planned it all together and that it was completely fake.
Did I see you in that Sam Pepper killing best friend prank video?
Exactly. If you could just imagine me teary-eyed and crying the whole time, then probably look familiar.
I mean, that's probably the most viral thing you've ever done.
Very viral, but very fake as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just so like I can get that out there. Like, a lot of people still think it's real.
Yeah, well, you're here, so we know you're not dead.
Right.
Exactly. And I don't hate him either.
But,
Oh, good, good,
but
good.
at the time, you thought he was dead.
No, that's the thing. Is
Oh,
because
you-
on Sam's channel, like he just came to us and wanted to get a viral stunt, and we're like, okay, cool, we'll help you out with this viral stunt. So we actually all three came up with the idea together before we even filmed it. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll watch my best friend die. That's cool.
If he's willing to watch his best friend die for the sake of a viral video prank, what wouldn't he do for a viral video?
Let's go.
We also, like, at the time only had like 100K subscribers and Sam Pepper had like 2 million, so we were like, this is our chance.
This is again where Colby lays out the intention that they will do anything to get famous.
This is our break. We have to do something crazy. Like, we don't really care.
So we basically listened to, whatever we had to do. Let's go for it.
Do you consider that video being your break?
It gave us momentum, I would say.
We gained like 100K subscribers after that, and like Sam honestly got like the short end of the stick. He got like all the hate. Like we were scot-free, so we just gained subscribers and we were like fine.
Yikes. Finally, I'm going to show some damning evidence that Sam and Colby knew that CODY and SATORI were frauds and went along with this method for the sake of a video that would gain traction. I'll put a clip up that shows there was footage taken of CODY and SATORI with CODY in only his socks, yet this clip is missing from their debunking video that Sam and Colby made on their second channel. They titled that debunking video, Uncut Conjuring House Footage, Testing the Knocking Method. How is that uncut footage if a very specific part of it is missing?
Anything that we could do to like show them that this is real. Obviously they'll see like our emotions, but yeah, if we can change locations, like show them your shoes, stuff like that.
So the best question to ask is, what happened to that footage? Why can't we see that? Did something happen that shows that it's not real? The fact that the sock footage was cut out of the uncut footage is very strange, as well as a number of users who have had their comments deleted from Sam and Colby's videos, asking legitimate questions and trying to debunk things, especially when Sam and Colby had asked the community to try to debunk it because they had, quote, thought of everything and come up with nothing. I would love to hear everyone's feedback on this, especially when you think of it in terms of who is making money here. The owner of the Conjuring House is relying on these videos to do well for marketing so that people come and book stays there. Sam and Colby are relying on this video doing well for money for ads, YouTube, sales of merchandise. They just partnered with Hot Topic. That's happening right now. This premiered in Cinemark theaters, and there's a deal there that could possibly happen in the future, I'm sure, if this does well, because everyone wants to make money. On top of this, it's common sense that they would want to protect their brand. So I don't know what's going to be the comment that comes out. Apparently there's going to be a comment that comes out soon from both parties. I don't think that they're going to have any hard evidence that proves one way or the other. I think they're going to try to cop out because, again, this is a business to make money, not to actually be real. Again, thanks for watching. Let's get to the bottom of this. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts.